Gwagwalada Area Council, and on behalf of the entire team, to take responsibility and tell you that we were all ready as well. But as I speak to you, yesterday I had to come to a halt because the transport organization almost held us to ransom. We had to also generate some funds to defray their costs, and we also have to directly enable the loaders and offloaders of the luggage. As you know, there are people who live by the day and will not wait for budget to get them served. By the time they were done, it was late into the night before they commenced loading. And up till this hour, nobody has slept. And that is why, to this effect, we are still all out here to ensure that the entire Gwagwalada Area Council is served today. I'll tell you again, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, that we take responsibility. But you know, there is also due process. The COVID-19 pandemic is not what any organization planned for. And to be able to follow the due process, there will be budgets, there must be paperwork to go through the process to get banks to release funds. As you all know, they aren't even working. And Federal Capital Territory had goodwill. At least there must have been people we related with on good authority that will also take us for our integrity and our words. So on that note, we got producers, that's large organizations, like Sahat Store, we say thank you. Like Dala Foods, we say thank you. Like Aliyu Foods, we say thank you. Like Naturals, we say thank you. Among so many others who agreed on an understanding that when due process is followed, they also believe in us that definitely we will be able to pay. And to that effect, I know we are credit worthy, so we are working diligently, and God willing, we will not let them down, and we will not let the people of the Federal Capital Territory down, especially the poor and the vulnerable. Thank you very much, if that answers your question.
Ministers, my name is Habib Alawal. I report for TVC News. There have been several allegations of diversion of palliatives, especially here in the FCT, that it's just a show-off. What do you have to say about that?
I'll be very clear with you. TVC, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just like I said before, it is not possible within this team, except if we are not Nigerians that took an oath, that pledged to Nigeria, our nation, to be faithful, loyal, and honest, to serve Nigeria with all our strength, and to defend our unity, to uphold our unity. And we called God to help us. I want to put it to you that the composition of this group is so strong across the 62 wards of the 6 area councils of the Federal Capital Territory that it is not possible for all of them to unite with 10 men of the police force, 10 men Nigerian Army, 10 men civil defense, 10 men road safety, 10 men VIO, 10 men vigilantes, to all 10 men DSS, to all team together with the representative of the CAN, the civil society organization, the youth, the women, the students, all of them together, I want to tell you, cannot unite to divert goods. The diverted goods must have to pass through the road safety and VIO if they beat everything. And I'll be asking, where are the civil society organizations involved? Where are the representatives, that's the royal fathers that are in charge of their domain, that they will allow their goods to be taken? So I want to put it to you that this is an open thing, and I still tell you, he who calls for equity must come with clean hands. We are all united in this to ensure that the poor and vulnerable of the Federal Capital Territory are not left to die in hunger. And I want to put it to you too, that I was able to make my investigation. And on responses, those who have been tweeting, I took some on. And I realized that the people they were alleging, there were some pictures too, where people diverting from Nigerians who are volunteers, organizations who did not come to FCT, but decided to serve them directly. And you know they do not have our structure. Definitely it will not go easily. So when they find their own people sabotaging them, and they find these things in the bags, I want to assure you, certainly, it's not of the government and people of Federal